everybody. Welcome back to Ghosting with Anya. I'm your host, Anya Smith. And today's story, we will be doing The House Started Locking Doors for Her. That's the new story. Sorry, my throat sometimes wants to get dry up. Anyway, I have a really cool yesterday's story, what I did. Okay, yesterday, Fearless and I, sorry, I get sneezes sometimes. I am so sorry about that, guys. Something always makes me sneezy. Maybe it's perhaps, I don't know, I'm getting sick or something. So this happens to me all the time. Okay, so as I was saying, thanks, Chris. And okay, so yesterday, Fearless and I went to Target. Well, we went to Ollie's first, bought some stuff, and then we went to Target, and on the parking lot, on the side of it is pretty empty. So he decided to let me drive his car. So I did. I drove his car, did not crash into a curb. I slowed down a little bit, put on brakes, and then drove again a little bit. Then I put brakes on again, and then I got out of the car, and he continued driving. So it was actually fun. Last time I did that was before I started high school. So, okay, something tells me that the movie just showed up in our door. Okay, I want to watch this movie, Patch Adams. So, maybe when I get home, I'll end up watching it. Sorry, guys, my throat sometimes gets a little dry. That's why I drink a lot. I have my water bottle right here with me. I probably have to, I don't know, refill this water. I hate when that happens. So, anyway, yeah, so yesterday was fun. I loved it. It's been 20 years for me, or a little before that. So maybe a little early, about before high school. So I was 16 years old. My mom and I were at the school parking lot, and we decided to go down there and me to learn how to drive before I started school. So I decided to use my mom's car, but while she was with me. So as I was driving, I accidentally ran into a curb. So that was it for me. I decided to quit driving, and I decided to take the bus to school in the morning and in the afternoon. So like after school, around 3:22, that's when we got off school. So I took the school bus back to the bus stop, and then we got dropped off at the Bryant Elementary School. That's where the bus stop was. And every morning I would walk down there, and that's where I did catch the bus. And that's where I always gotten dropped off, and I would walk home. On my way home, I decided to go and hang out somewhere else after school, Monday through Thursday, or something like that, or Monday through Friday, or whatever, but it's usually on Thursdays. So there is a little place that I used to go and hang out. It is called Community Youth Center, as we call it, the press on. I would go down there every day after school and, hang out, give the kids some snacks, help them with homework. I did that one time, and we did some devotions and more snacks maybe, but just hang out till 5:30. And then I after like 5:30 we closed down the place, and then I decided to go home and repeat that same thing the next day till Friday. So Friday they were probably closed. So I haven't done that in like 20 years. So after that, I just decided to do whatever I wanted to do, something else. So after high school, I pretty much moved. Well, I still lived in Kearney, Nebraska, but I had other jobs. Then my stepdad passed away, and then my mom and I decided to move. And here I am years later doing this podcast. So, yeah. Anyway, well, this video is probably being recorded right now, but I don't know. Tomorrow I will go live stream it like I usually do. So, anyway, we are here to do this ghost story. So, anyway, yeah. Hopefully you guys like this story. It is called The House Started Locking Doors for Her. That is the new story. We are still in season 4 of episode 84. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys love this story. I got a lot of stories. So anyway, it's almost St. Patrick's Day. I hope you guys are ready. And anyway, so let's just get started. I almost ran out what I was going to say. So anyway, just sit back, relax, maybe get under the covers, maybe get something to drink or snack on to something. Just sit back and relax. Please click like, share, and subscribe to this channel, Ghosting with Anya. So let's get started on this story. I just hope this story is not too long or too short, but if you guys want this video long, we can. I can read another story if you guys want this video to be an hour long or more. So just let me know on the comments down below. Sure, I have green camouflage pants. I have a green house sweater, green shirt as well. I have a green tank top as well. This is my studio. It's not really anywhere else, but this is where I do my podcasting. It's always going to be my podcasting. So turns out that Chris and I were supposed to take the house next door. Apparently, someone else decided to take the house because our friend Jesse decided to give it to our friends, and we were too late. So we're still trying to figure out where our next place is going to be, like another house maybe about same neighborhood at the Rising View, and we're trying to figure it out if we can get the next one. Hopefully, maybe the same block as my friend, and maybe live across the street, hopefully. And the price is probably about $1,400. Maybe it's on the north side, we'll try to figure it out. So we only have a few months until we move. And we do not want to stay at the Oak Creek Apartments anymore because it's not satisfying us anymore. The manager down there is pretty much not a good manager, I guess. So let's get started on this story. The house started locking doors for her. Season 4, episode 84. The house learned quickly. It sealed windows before storms. Anya didn't hear approaching doors clicked shut gently. Behind her, protective rather than threatening, the house seemed attentive, considerate. Sounds like it's me, but it's not really me. But the only person who's overprotective is my boyfriend, Chris. And my friend who's upstairs right now doing his thing like always. So let's continue on this story. Over time, it anticipated her fears. Lights turned on before panic set in. Locks tightened when strangers passed too close outside. You're safer here, the house whispered through settling beams and closing latches. Something tells me that house is protecting the girl because it thinks it's not safe for her to go out there. Like something would happen to her if she stepped outside. She might be taken away, kidnapped, end up hurt, something like that. No wonder why the house became overprotective. It's alive somehow, and she got scared somehow. She wanted to go outside, but apparently the house said it's not safe for her to go out there. It thought someone is breaking in and trying to kidnap her in the middle of the night. Well, let's find out what the house really wanted. I'm pretty sure it wanted her safe in the house. Let's continue on. When she tried to leave, the doors refused to open. Not violently, just firmly. The walls leaned inward, slightly comforting. In closing, only then did Anya realize the house wasn't protecting her from danger. It was protecting itself from losing her. Apparently, the house was afraid to lose the girl because somehow had feelings for the girl. That's just weird. Houses weren't supposed to keep her isolated from people and from the outside world. It's supposed to protect her from bad guys or like from any dark spirit thing. Apparently, somehow it thought that maybe it wanted something more from the girl. I don't know, but this is the weirdest story I have ever just read. I'm guessing it didn't want to lose the perfect tenant somehow. It sounded like it was me, but it wasn't really me. I mean, come on. My house doesn't act like that. It doesn't have feelings. I mean, come on. It's not even alive. I mean, I live at Oak Creek Apartment with my boyfriend and our little kitty, Tally. Tally is overprotective of her parents, which is myself and her father, who is watching this video right now. My cat just doesn't like other people. She doesn't like other animals because she's very territorial. That's just how she is. So, well, my house can't act like that. That's just how the story can be, but I'm pretty sure it's fictional. It doesn't really happen to me. I've never had that problem. And well, if you think that, Chris, there can be spirits of animals, like, say, tigers, snakes, chameleons, maybe, iguanas, gorillas, yeah, panda bears, or any kind of animal spirit that can be around. It can be any spirit, any animal spirit. Dragons, especially. Yeah, so dragons, they're spirits. They come to us every few years. I mean, you see, I have a necklace of a dragon, and there's a spirit in there. It's overprotecting me because it knows what I fear, apparently. And Chris, you gave me this necklace of a dragon because you know how much I love dragons, and there's a spirit in that necklace. It's like a talisman. And yes, animals can be spirits. So, anyway, let's go to the questions. There's only 7 questions. So let's go to number 1. When does protection become captivity? It can be at any time. When let's say the house comes to life, then it decides to that isolating their tenants, like, it thinks it's protecting the humans from bad worlds, like from the outside, from people. Perhaps it just obsessed and just being insane. It can be like a prison or something, but I never had that experience. My house wasn't even possessed, like, at all. It's just been haunted, but I've never had that problem until, you know, back in 2017 when my stepdad passed away that year in the beginning of July. A month after it happened, my house became haunted, but my house did not come to life. It's just the kitchen essentials like came to life. Lights came to life, like flickering everywhere. Spirits are messing with everything. So my mom and I decided to move, sell the house and move, because we didn't want to have any problems with it ever again. That's the reason why we left. So, but my mom and I were not prisoners. We wanted to leave at any time, and we did. So, like this story that I just read to you all, we literally didn't feel anything about it. So, this story is pretty fictional, but it's not based on my paranormal experience, but it can be at any time. And by the way, all these stories that I read to you all can be a portal. It can be summoning to like any spirit that would come to our side and decided to haunt us. And I'm not summoning any spirit. This is part of my job, and this is what I do, and I love it. It's not a prison. I don't get captivity on that. So it's part of my job. I can leave whenever I want to, at any time. So let's go to number 2. Why does safety feel comforting? Perhaps maybe we have some spirits that are good, like your loved ones. Perhaps maybe they died in that house and they just wanted to protect you no matter what happens. Like if there's any demonic thing going on in your house and corrupting your memories, corrupting your judgment, corrupting everything. And that good spirit fights for your life. protects you from anything that can be demonic, like evil thing. So this house that in this story, I think he's just I think it's obsessed with that girl. Even though my name is Anya, and this story doesn't refer to my actual paranormal experience. I've had a lot of paranormal experience over the years, but I've never been held captive in my own home by any demonic thing. I could leave the house anytime I wanted. So, yeah, I've never had that problem. But spirits who are good, they comfort me because they are overprotective. They protect all of us, like myself, my cat. You know, cats can be spirits too because they are animal spirit. They love us. The good ones are always protective, and I say this is the best thing. So, being comforted by a good spirit that can possess the house, perhaps it's just you're grieving because you lost someone in that house and it becomes alive and it's protecting you from something evil down there, from like outside. It just wants to make sure you are protective, safe and sound, loved. In this story, it can be darker anytime, but it's all good. But it happens. Let's go to number 3. What feeds the house? I'm guessing our own spirits. Our happiness, our sadness, our, I don't know, scaredness. I guess we get scared when something shitty happens. Fear can feed the house. Anything. Perhaps memories can be fed to the house. Anything that you have, like any desire of it, but mostly it can be fear. And, you know, I'm usually the brave one, and I choose to be the brave one. And sometimes I can be afraid, but I have to be brave enough. So face your fears. You got to do what you got to do. But inside you're afraid, terrified. You want to scream out loud, even though you're terrified, but it's just hard to release all your fearness. But literally, things happen. How do prisons disguise themselves? They disguise themselves by pretending to be something they're not. Like, say, a person disguises someone you once knew, or just pretending to be nice. Apparently, they're just not. Like, say, your old classmates from school, from when you were a kid, they're just pretending to be nice, but deep down, they're just not. They're just bullies. All they do is bully people just to make themselves feel better because it's fun for them. It's amusing to them. To us, it's like humiliation and embarrassment, literally, and frightening. So prisons can be kind of like that. Frightening, humiliation. So I've never had that problem in my life, so I've never seen anything like it, but I have seen bullies bullying other people. I've been bullied as a kid, pretend to be nice, apparently they were not. So we've got 3 questions left before I sign off. Why is leaving blocked? Well, because when you try to leave the house, somehow the doors refuse. Maybe the house just doesn't want you to leave because it's lonely somehow. wanted you to stay. Like, say it was me, the house would refuse me to leave, and it would be lonely. It was afraid to be alone forever, not see another person again. And somehow you tried very nicely, but somehow the house just refuses to lose the person it liked. So I don't have a house like that. I have a house that's, perfect, nice, beautiful, but never obsessive, possessive, act like very strange. A house is just a normal, regular house. And we're trying to make sure it's taken good care of, These kind of houses can be a little demonically and a little insane. So I would probably avoid it. All right, 2 more questions left before I sign off. Is comfort neutral? It can be if it chooses to be. So, Chris, do you think is comfort neutral? Let me know in the comments. For me, it can be, but sometimes it can be different, but a little insane. But, I literally want the comfort to be neutral, and, Chris here is, comforting. Like, if I have a freaking meltdown, he would always be there for me no matter what. He's, overprotective, and he always says he's never going to leave me, and this is why. Yes, Chris, it should be comfort. It should be neutral. Comfort is like overprotective from a loved one. So, in this story that I just read, it can be a little crazy and possessive somehow. Anyway, we have one last question before I sign off. How do you escape safety? Well, you have to make a plan to escape. Like, figure out where to start. If I want to escape from somewhere that won't let you leave, you have to make a plan somehow. Ask someone for help, like talk to someone or something, and make a plan. And once that plan might work, take the chance, escape, find a good place to start. Just try and figure it out, make a map or something like that. So, anyway, we are out of time. So it is 14 minutes after 1. Thank you guys for listening, and please click like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys love this video, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be doing Whatever Was Watching Finally Spoke. That is the new episode for tomorrow. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow, live streaming right here on YouTube, Ghosting with Anya. Please click like, share, and subscribe. Bye.